Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kitanovich, and today I'm gonna show you guys about in Zelda Breath of the Wild about something different, interesting for everything. But this time I'm not gonna do any game walkthroughs because we already done with this game from DLC and main quest stuff. But there's still more. We can check it out. But it's like I said, not a walkthrough or cycles. But we're gonna take a look things, and when I come, so when you come here in a Gerudo town, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Riju, Shibuya, Sava. What's wrong? Are you still worried about the safety of this town, or have you grown so comfortable here that you can't imagine leaving? Whatever the case may be, you well, elsewhere. You must eventually leave. You know this. That being said, when it's all over, if you were to drop by here, I think will be pleased to see you. Yes. Do you need something? Okay. So after you talk to the other person, you will get the guy to talk to Cheppy. So tell me about Robosa. You wish to speak of Lady Robosa? What an interesting request. After the boars was tamed, we located Lady Robosa's diary. Since you're here, I shall tell you something from it. Lady Robosa had a beloved friend whom she thought the world of, the Queen of Hyrule. Such a big heart, our Lady Robosa was admirable in every aspect of her life. Robosa's diary? Lady Robosa's diary is in my room. Since she trusted you, I'm certain she wouldn't mind you reading it. Alright. What she said? We're gonna go up top. Like, we're gonna go up to her room. And then you go exam. Chief's diary. So, Chiefs of the Gerudo. So, we're gonna read the words. So, let's read the first page. Balara told me today that Mother has passed on and gone to be a better place. She said that my mother's death means I am now the chief of the Gerudo people. I wish she'd stay here, though. I don't see how it can be better place with us apart. Okay, next page. Ever since I became the chief, the people in town have been a lot nicer to me. But if I look carefully, I can still see the worry in their eyes. It seems more uncommon than when Mother was chief. Mother, will I ever be as great a chief as you were? The divine beast Vadoboris, which supposedly has been sleepy in the desert, has suddenly woken up. Mother once told me that Noboris is the deity of protection for the Gerudo people, but it doesn't seem that way. I plan to investigate tomorrow. I have to find out more. Having investigated Divine Beast Vadoboris, I can say that if it came to Gerudo Town, we'd be helpless. When I drew close to it, using my wonderful Sansia Patricia, I was driven back by a sandstorm and lightning. I turned Patricia toward the hole, but a monster spoke to her, and she fled directly toward the Boris again. The next thing I remember is Balara standing over me, her face full of worry. Ever since I went to investigate, the divine beast Balara has made a point of never leaving my side. Even now, with such a valuable heirloom stolen by thieves, she refuses to tear herself away from me for even a moment. She takes all the blame for the theft. However, nothing can change her mind about being responsible. Meanwhile, I can't help but feel that the theft happened because I am not yet ready to be chief. The soldiers search tirelessly, trying to recover the heirloom. No one says a word about my leadership, but they must thinking about how powerless that their chief has proven to be. Thanks to the tireless efforts of my soldiers, we've located the thieves' hideout. They definitely aren't common criminals, so we haven't been able to get anywhere close to the place. To think that the Thunder Helm is right there, yet we can't take it back. Mother, Lady Rebels, please give me your guidance. My prayers were answered. One of the champions of old has appeared. Balara was worried, but he has proven himself by taking our heirloom back from the thieves and calming the boars. She now seems to trust his ability. She even seems to not mind that he is a foe. She's so confused and serious, always by the book. I'm surprised she's okay with him. He has returned to us. It seems he has need of my family heirloom, the Thunderhelm. I wanted simply lend it to him without a thought, but it is incredibly valuable to myself and our people. I could just hand it over, so I asked him to help with the minor, problems plaguing the town. It's funny. I used to spend a lot of my time worrying about my people or my ability to lead. Now, I look forward to reach in every day. I think this hero helped with that. Maybe one day he and I complete in the sand seal race. I enjoy that. Okay, so that is Barbosa's. And now we're gonna go on to the next one. Before, let me drink some water first. Okay. Anyway, now let's go ahead out after we wrote that. Oh, whoops! Do not get into a wall, Link. So we're gonna go ahead to the next one. Well, before I change, I need to get out there, or I'll get caught by those. If I go like this, up. Oh man, I'm sorry, Link. I feel so bad. Yeah, we're gonna go someplace else. Like to be a retail place. So, let's go. Okay, I need as much water as I need to, cause in case if I want to keep talking, I don't want to let my throat get tired up. So that's why I'm gonna drink water for a bit. So that way we will be good to go. Like we will be okay. And now here we are in a retail village. So we know where what the diary is. We're gonna find about Rivali. I think is that right? Okay, hello. Yep. We got this got Canali here. Talk to Champion descended 1,000 times. Thank you. But never mind that now. I am happy to answer anything I can. Tell me about Rivali. You curious about Master Rivali? Ho ho, what perfect timing. We recently found the Diary of Rivali. We were all excited to locate such a personal item of the champions. However, not just anyone has the right to read something of that nature. That's why I left Tiba in charge of it, since he so admires Master Rivali. Diary of Rivali? Ho ho, the historic Diary of Rivali was recently found at the flight range. Our champion is so adored. Tiba took the diary to his home for safekeeping. Was there anything else? I think that's it. Thank you. Ho ho ho. So what he said, it's at the... It was... So, we got the Diary of Rivali right here. So the Diary of Rivali, the retail legend. Let's read it. I won another completion. Today, as one would expect, the village can't stop talking about my winning streak. In short order, I've managed to break all of the previous records and set an insurmountably high bar. Everywhere I go, I receive praise and affirmations that I am the pride of the retail. I could get used to this. The elder asked me what I would like as a prize for my achievements. I told him I wish for an archery training ground. If I am to keep this up, I need somewhere to train at to vary elevations. I'm hoping to master a new move I dreamed of. So, yeah. I keep pushing my archery skills to the limit. My drive is ideal, but the ensuing essence is not as smooth as I wished it was. I must return to the fight range again tomorrow. There I will become stronger, better. I won't rest until I succeed. The Rito children looked up to me. I hear they wish to start training at the fight range too. Perhaps it's not a bad idea to allow everyone to use my training space. These are dangerous times after all. Tomorrow I will try to new strategy. I've been devising to control the updraft. I refuse to believe it's impossible. There is a precedent rumor in town that Calamity Ganon's resurrection is imminent. I don't know how to say it. It can't be true, right? A few years ago, scientists dug up an ancient mechanical beast called Meadow. It was supposedly used to fight Ganon. Hyrule royal family is in search of someone to plot the beast. They say to do is requires something beyond skill. They say one's soul must contain an incredible sacred power for a divine beast to recognize them as master. They should have just asked for my by name. To control the divine beast and defeat the calamity would finally allow me to prove myself to the world. Hyrule's princess stopped dawdling and asked me to pilot the divine beast. I asked what our plan is. I wish I hadn't. Is it completely absurd? The divine beasts are a little more than backup for some Hylian knight who has the honor of fighting Calamity Ganon. Me, a sidekick. I thought of declining, but then she looked me dead in the eye and held my gas as she said, "We must protect the precious life of this land from the calamity's grasp at all costs. Hyrule needs you, Revali." It was so cornered, I almost died, but I wouldn't soon forget the look in her eyes. She meant it with all of her heart. I thought Hylians only thought of themselves, but I suppose there is an exception to every rule. I'm going to accept, of course, but out of self-respect, I'm going to let her sweat it out a bit longer. Hyrule's princess is coming by to ask for my answer tomorrow. She will surely be overcome with such joy when I accept. And her timing is exceptional. I'm so close to mastering my new move and showing everyone what I'm capable of. When they see it, they'll know without doubt it should be me fighting Ganon instead of that pathetic knight. I can see it now. The king and the princess and the knight all on their knees begging me to defeat Ganon for them. They'll say, "Please, Master Revali, please use your otherworldly skills and intellect to defeat Calamity Ganon." I look forward to that day. I journeyed to Hyrule Castle for an inauguration ceremony. I now bear the grand title of champion. Meaningless, Pop. If you ask me, if true strength revolved only one title and on for everyone would be a champion. I do like the blue scar though. That annoying silent knight was as emotional as usual. I could never tell what's on his mind, likely nothing at all. Somehow, I can't help but believe the stories about him beating adult knights in swordplay when he was only a child. Still, he doesn't stand a chance against me. There is no one alive who can keep up with my aerial combat. That reminds me, it's about time I came up with a fitting name for that when new move I created. What what kind of name would be worthy Rivali's sub tornado? Whirlwind masterpiece? The princess came to the village on official business along with her shadow that insufferable knight. I tried to talk to him while the princess met with the elder, but he was his usual quiet self. Why do people like him so? I also gave him the privilege of seeing me perform Rivali's gale. Nothing, no reaction at all to impress fate. I showed it to him, even knowing there was a chance of failure. Since it's still so new, he must truly be so witty. I tried to provoke him into facing me, but to know a valley, it's like talking to a stone. Our interactions were a waste of time, so I flew off to find solace with Meadow. What's wrong with that guy? The rook informed me that we have been asked to escort the Princess of Lanayru. We're to see the princess off at dawn at the mountain's base and meet her there when she returns at sunset. Must I participate in this nonsense though? I still remember that look on the princess' face. When she asked me to pilot the divine beast, she was not only determined, she seemed desperate. She's a ward. She can't fulfill her sacred duties, and anyone can see how it weighs on her. It's difficult for me to comprehend the troubles of the talents list, but I'm trying. It's not that I dislike the princess. She tries her hardest. It's simply not good enough. No, I don't think I could spare the time to set her off in the morning. But perhaps I will fly over to greet her at sunset. Perhaps that alleged sealing power will show her some mercy and finally awaken this time. Okay, just drinking water to help me continue talking. So, now that's the second one down, and now we're about to be heading off to the next one. So yeah, I just choose to go there. I wonder what's that. Oh, it's a Korok. Okay. We're gonna go make our way to the next one. So I'll go ahead and jump. Okay, that was stupid, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna go somewhere hotness, and you know it, guys. That's the Death Mountain. Over here to the Goron City. So let's go. Okay, I'm just getting stretching out for this, and that's how I'm gonna do that, and we will be going out to the place. Alright, now we're here. Up. Seriously, every time I does that, I hate when it does that. When Link always does that. I think somewhat of them. I don't know where I could find. It's I'm trying to find Yanobo from up top of the bridge. Oh, okay. Up top where I'm trying to find what something's got into me today. There's Yanobo. That's where you get on a bridge. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Hey, the boss said his bag is all better, Gore. Oh, and Rodania stopped repagging. I feel like I can finally take it easy, Gore. Oh, did you need something, Gore? Tell me about Daruk. About Lord Daruk, Gore?
Huh?
Oh, that reminds me of something. I found Lord Daruk's training journal. He must have been a big eater. He sure talks about delicious rocks a bunch. What else? Oh, Lord Daruk also had a good friend who liked to eat as much as he did. I don't have much of a PT myself, so I'm pretty scrawny, Goro. I'm gonna have to start eating lots so I could become as strong as those two. Training journal?
Oh.
That's right. I found it when I was cleaning out the abandoned North mine where we met. Lord Daruk's training journal is at my house now, Goro. No, I think I'm good. See you later, Goro. Now we know where his journal is. It's at his house. That's what he says. So gonna go this way. Oh, and here it is. Daruk's training journal. Let's go ahead and read it. I'm gonna start written in this diary as things started. Now, a diary, maybe I call it my training journal. They say all you gotta do is write down stuff that happens. Use Goron's prefer the simple life, so I hope simple stuff counts. Let's see. For today's journey and tray, what should I write about? Oh, I know. I had some rock roast from the peak of Deathmount. It was delicious, I think. I'll eat more of it soon. I talked to some Hellions at the base of the mountain. All anyone wants to talk about these days is Calamity Ganon. Reminds me of when those tiny Sheikah came to Death Mountain a few years ago to dig up that divine beast or whatever. The Hellions were saying that beast thing is a weapon, so I will need to learn how to control. Back in the good old days, Gorons didn't worry about rugs. We couldn't eat. Now I'm hungry. Maybe I'll check out a prime rock roast for one of my dinners tonight. Today I saw someone being attacked when I was out looking for lunch rocks at the peak. He was a little tiny guy, so I rushed down the mountain to help him. I was shocked to find he has handy with a sword. By the time I ruled his way, he'd already taken out of the monsters. I couldn't help but admire his gore-like strength. While I was distracted, a monster almost got the job on me. He stopped it, the great Daruk, saved by a tiny Hellion. I must have had a doopy look on in my face. When that happened, hope he didn't notice. That little Hellion from before is named Link. He's got a respectable PT, loves to eat meat, fruits, vegetables. All sorts of things a decent person would dream of eating. Link will cook up and eat just about anything. I offer him some grade A rock roast to help refine his palate. I asked him how it tastes. He liked it so much he was speechless. I knew how he could eat rocks too. Eating isn't the only thing Link and I have in common. The little guy is also incredibly strong. He said sometimes when he focuses it feels like time slows down, I really like that guy. He's the type of guy you could trust to have your back and also have a nice hearty meal with. Yeah, that settles it. From now on, Link is an official brother. Hyrule's little princess came to Gorot City and asked me to fight the divine beast. I said yes. The great duke never turns down someone in need. When I said I would, the princess seemed really happy. There would be 4 champions to control 4 divine beasts, and 1 swordsman to take on Ganon. Including the princess, our anti-Ganon team is 6 strong, made up all different kinds of people. This has the makings of an epic feast. I got the ball rolling by giving the princess my best rock roast. She said thanks, but I think she was holding back a grin. Must have had something fall on her mind. I'm a champion now. Feels good. I hadn't talked with Link in a while, so see him at an inauguration ceremony was nice. It was a good day. Oh, word has Link has been chosen as Zelda's appointed knight. I can't think of a better brother for the job. I hear one of those ancient machine things went nuts during some test and shot out deadly beams. With true Goron's spirit, Link grabbed the pot lid from the ground and deflected the blast. He nailed the thing when its weak spot and saved the day. He's bravely cut the king's eye, and not long after that, he was appointed to guard Zelda. I'd expect less from the little guy. I've been chosen to pilot Rodania, but I was having trouble controlling it. I was the only champion who was struggling. I asked Link for advice, but he just shoved me into the divine beast, so I could explore it mindlessly all day. I can't explain it, but by the end of the day, I was able to control Rodania just how I wanted to. I guess experience is the best teacher, little guys. Strength must come from working hard and never giving up. Good lesson, brother. As thanks, I'm gonna treat him to some gourmet sirloin rock. All my Hylian brothers seems to do these days is watch over the tiny princess while she does her research. It looks like the tough work, but the princess seems a lot happier when and talks more since she's been doing it, so it must be okay. I hear the little guy finally opened up about his trouble to the princess while they were shoveled in food. Surprisingly, I don't know. She opened up right back, said something princessy like, I guess we're the same, you and I. Such heavy they must have been bonded over their food. Prophets, they'll do it alright. Speaking of open up, this journal written has made me realize something about myself. Writing makes me hungry. Okay. Alright. Now, guys, we're moving on to the last one. And you know it. Make our way to Zora's domain. Let's go. Yeah. Man, I knew that I was pretty much getting tired. Like when I was just reading the Divine Beast's diary, like the champions, I mean. Here we are, Zora's domain. I look like a Zora people. I can talk to everyone. Well, yeah. So, okay, I see Sidon, or Sidon, sorry. Sidon up there. Alright. We're gonna go upstairs and speak to this King Dorphin. Link, I'm truly eternally grateful to you for saving Zora's domain. Everyone is rejoicing. There is no happier place in the world. But Link, There is something I wish to ask you. You journaled with Ruta, the divine beast of water. Now you are back, but Mifa has still yet to return. As I fear, we were too late. I met her spirit, actually. Her spirit? So that means Mifa is really is. Did she say anything to you? I see, my dear Mifa. I simply cannot believe it. There was nothing I could do to save her. Still, Mifa fulfilled her heroic duty as champion, and she will never be alone. Is it my duty as her father to watch over her even now? Link, she really loved you, you know. There is no mistaking that even now she is overjoyed to be able to help you. Promise me that you will always remember her. Promise me that. I'll never forget her. I appreciate you say that. You are a good man. If you ever run into trouble, know that you are always welcome here. No matter the time, we shall all greet you with open fins. Now then, is there anything I could help you with? Tell me about Mifa. Yes, of course. You wish to hear about our dear Mifa. I am sure it would bring her peace to know she is on your mind. Mifa was always kind from the day she was born. She was equally as kind to her own as she was to complete strangers. When you first took to visiting us back when you were but a child, she adored you like a brother. However, as you know, Hallians age much faster than us. Eventually, you grew so much she began to look up to you. As Mifa started planting these states, it was not long before she developed strong feelings for you. A Zora princess falling in love with a Hallian swordsman. It reminds me of a Zora legend of old. That is why I welcome the idea of you and Mifa becoming husband and wife. It is a shame you two never had the chance to see what might have been. Mifa's diary? Ah, of course. Mifa's diary was found just recently. Its discovery brought me much joy. Is it on that table over there? I do not mind if you choose to read it. I am sure Mifa would give you anything. Okay. Like... Ah, there it is. Mifa's diary was right here. So here we go. Let me drink this. Let me drink the water for a minute, and then we'll do it. Then we'll start reading. Okay, let's do it. At the request of Hyrule's king, a group of outsiders came to greet us at the domain. One of them was a Hallian child of only about 4 years of age. His name was Link. He made quite a first impression. He was curious and full of energy with a ready smile. Are all Hallian children that way? One thing that surely sets him apart is his swordsmanship, which I hear is exceptional. He was even best in adults. He must be somewhat reckless, however, as he was covered in bruises, wishing to be helpful. I healed his wounds for him. It must have been his first time seeing healing magic, as he looked up at me with big round eyes. It was adorable. A divine beast was excavated from Zora's domain. This one is called Varuta. The first time I laid eyes on Ruta, I was surprised by how cute it was. It's so big and round with a long, awkward nose. According to the Sheikah who found Ruta, divine beasts require someone worthy to control them. It's fun to image someone piloting this enormous beast in the distant past. I wonder who will have the honor next. Link came to visit the domain. It feels like forever since he was here last. He no longer resembles the child I first met. He is now an accomplished knight and the keeper of the sword that seals the darkness. I am so proud. However, he hardly speaks any more and smiles even more really. He is still the kind soul I know, but something has changed. I asked him if something that happened, if someone was wrong. He merely shook his head. Perhaps it is his newly acquired height, but I feel he is ever looking past me into the distant beyond. The Princess of Hyrule paid a special visit to the domain. She asked me if I would agree to pilot the divine beast. She told me she needs my help to face the Calamity Ganon. My heart knew at once what to do. I agree without reservation. Calamity Ganon must not be resurrection. If he is, there is no way to ensure the safety of my people or of anyone. I do not know what will happen. All I know is that if there is anything I could do to help, I must try. I must protect Hyrule. There is also the divine beast are meant to assist the chosen hero. When he faced Ganon in his way, I could help Link. Link came to visit me. It had been ages. I told him the Lionel of Palamas Mountain has been terrorizing everyone lately. When I said that, he started walking toward the mountain without a word. Spellbound, I followed him there. When we were almost there, he told me to turn back. He insisted he would be fine on his own. Dang it, I accidentally pressed A. While I argued the Lionels attacked us from behind, I was sure he had met our end. How silly of me to doubt. With a sure hand and a fierce gleam in his eyes, Link unsheathed the sword that seals the darkness and defeated our foe. His swordsmanship was swift and graceful. I was fascinated by the beauty of his movements. Though I should have been terrified, I could not help but feel safe in the presence of my dear friend. His kindness and determination to help those in need, his strength and skill, my heart is drawn to his. I am duped. The last move Link performed on the mountain is called a spin attack. Perhaps I will attempt it with my spear. Father has finally given his blessing for me to plot the divine beast. The threat of the calamity can no longer be ignored. Father said the Zora must play their part. He seemed on the brink of tears when he made me promise to return unharmed. My eyes burned with tears as well, so I simply nodded. Sagan, I don't know, could hardly look at me. Mizu left partway through. I feel awful for putting them through this, but I must do what I could do to help Link. I could never forgive myself otherwise. Speaking of Link, I have at last finished gathering the materials for their armor. I shall start making at once. Today was the inauguration ceremony at Hyrule Castle. It was an honor to take part, however. Honestly, I do not remember much about it, but only because something unforgettable happened afterward. I experienced something wondrous, a beautiful moment in time. I shall treasure forever. I'm grateful to the princess for agreeing to my request, and to Daruk for bringing me closer to Link. Oh, I did hear something that shocked me enough to almost overshadow the happy moment. Link has been chosen to guard the princess wherever she goes. They shall be spending much time together. I finally completed that special armor for Link. I am confident it will fit him perfectly. He is coming to the domain soon. I hope to give him my gift when I see him, but should I really go through with it? According to the old legend long ago, a Zora princess fell in love with a Hylian swordsman. Perhaps there is hope. This will be a real oxygen that Link is not completing the campaigning the princess. We should have some time to ourselves. Oh, I have an idea. At sunset, I shall ride upon Ruta with Link, Ruta, princess of the past. Please lend me your courage. Well, that's it. That's all the champion's diarrhea. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you do enjoy the video, please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know. No, Link, what are you doing, idiot? Yeah, anyway, if you do enjoy this, please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below, of course, of the day, what other Zelda games you want me to play next. And yeah, so anyway, that is it for the video. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye.